the velotilt. I'm riding it with the top off tonight. There's the velotilt top, famous around the world. Okay, this one now has a pinion from Germany, and this is a slump drive. And that's about it on the front. And this is a new tilt lock and new coilovers and mounts in the rear. And that other shock is the suspension system. That's a SRAM shock in the middle. And these two are for tilting left and right. And we got other things going on that you can see about later. And then twin brakes into one lever. And these are from Velomobile NL in the Netherlands. These are custom narrowed Sturmey Archer hubs, brake drum hubs, with 50 millimeter Go Cycle tires. I love them. I got 6 more of them in there. Converting these aluminum outriggers to carbon. I've already started making a plug. And this cross member is going to be carbon too. And it'll be flipped with IGUS bearings, which are, I don't know what that stuff's made out of, but it's kind of like plastic, but it's not. But the bearings are split bearings, no oil, no grease. I'll show you. Oh, let me put the seat in. This is a plug. Hold on. There's the seat. This is a usable plug. I haven't pulled a mold off of that seat yet, but I made this plug for this Velomobile. It's nice, but I can ride it as it is, and I already have. It's got a Veniset pad on it. I'm going to ride it later on. No brake on the front. Got twin brakes in the rear for now. And here is the new bearing housing mock-up on wood. And then here's some carbon tubes from Rockwest. It's going to have a carbon tube across there with a split in the middle with a split bearing in the middle of the two carbon tubes. And I started making some patterns and all for the aerodynamic shape of the, I'm going to make a plug out of Bondo and foam, but the aerodynamic shape of the outrigger, get rid of the weight of the aluminum. So it's kind of like that, and then it goes back. And then I'm working on the rear wheel well molds. There's one of them. There's the other one. And I'm converting them to 3-part molds on both sides. So there'll be 6 parts for the left and the right combined. 3 parts on either side make the rear wheel wells. And here's part B of part A is in there in the other room. This is the full wheel well for the front. That's a plug I'll pull a mold off of. But that wheel well goes over that wheel. So all the wheels are fully covered. I put windows in it. I've still got the plastic on them because I'm doing a little bit more cosmetic work inside the unibody. This is a unibody. This is does not have a chassis or a frame. This is a carbon unibody kind of like, well, that's a unibody too, that four-wheeler. It's got a Quattro rear end, and it has McPherson struts in the front, and the struts are held by the body, not a chassis or a frame. Dr. Earl McPherson, he worked at Chevrolet in 1955. He invented the McPherson strut. A lot of people probably think it's from Europe, but they're wrong. Dr. Earl McPherson at General Motors Chevrolet. So he left us a pretty good legacy. This one here is Florian Slump Drive from Germany. That's a 2-speed planetary gear over there. And on this one, I can reach forward and change it with my finger. You just push that button. If you're going up a hill, then you can change gears. Or if you're going on flat country, just push it the other way. And you can kick it with your heel. And you can also put them up front. You can have a slump up front. And maybe, well, the other velotilt has a roll-off here in the other room and a slump in this location. So all I did was reverse it. I like to experiment. And there's the tilt lock lever, because this velomobile tilts left and right when you're turning, or you can lock it vertical. So that's about it, you know. There's the moles over there. There is a summer top over here. Here's the summer top over here for the velotilt, right there, and that's the winter top with the. It has windshield and everything up in there. I got it covered up with a sheet. But yeah, I'm going to go ride this in a little while. I hadn't ridden it in a while. I've been riding the other one in there, which is the R&D machine, the one they use to do research and development to make this. And then I'm converting all of this aluminum to carbon. So that's it right now. I'll show you my little lathe I bought at Harbor Freight. It's pretty cool. Then I got its brother over here, the Harbor Freight mill press. I love that thing too. So that's it. But Igus.com, these are really neat bearings. I'm still learning, but they sponsor me. And so we'll see. And I'm going to try to put a Gates belt on the velotilts later. Gates Belts sponsors me too. We already did one last year with the Gates belt is on that four-wheeler in there, and I love them. Got a Gates belt up front, going to a roll-off in the nose. That was a fun project. And there's another slump drive I bought on eBay the other day at an excellent price. And I get parts for slump drive at Cycle Monkey out in the San Francisco Bay Area, because they're the North American slump dealer also, and a roll-off dealer, Cycle Monkey. So that's it for now. I'll have some more videos later, but there's the velotilt.